Hello and welcome to Power and Purpose TV. I'm your host, Mastin Kipp, and I'm coming to you from Lumeria, Maui, one of my favorite places in the world. So excited to come to you from Maui today. So question for you, do you feel like the negative noise in your life is so loud that you don't know how to tune it down? Maybe the TV and everything that you see coming on the TV or on Facebook and you're scrolling down, there's just so much negativity in the world, or maybe the people that you're surrounded with, there's just so much negativity. How do you tune it all out? So I'm going to share with you today how to tune out those negative voices, get back to your heart, and really figure out what it is that lights you up. Sound good? All right, cool. Here we go. So first thing we got to do is turn the damn thing off. Turn the TV off, get off Facebook, get Self-Control. It's one of my favorite apps in the world. It's called Self-Control. It helps you turn off all social media because we can be addicted to looking at the negative voices. Think about this. You're driving down the road and you see an accident. What's the mind do? Boom. Let me focus on that accident. And why do we do this? Because it's a fight or flight response. We feel like if we don't pay attention to these things that are threatening us, then we're going to die. And that's not true. We want to become aware of the news and become aware of what's happening in the world, but we don't want to become overwhelmed with all of it. And there are so many reasons today to be overwhelmed with negativity. So stop it. Set a boundary, turn it off. Next, we want to cultivate self-care practices. So what does this look like? It looks like prayer, meditation, healthy eating, cleaner schedule, making sure that we're getting enough sleep. These are all very big things. And we want to start filling our minds with uplifting material, spiritual material, whether it's a book, watching this video, or going to a lecture or a seminar, whatever it might be. We want to start to fill our minds with inspiring material, and we want to look for the good that's happening in the world. And here's what's true. Just because the news is full of so much negativity or people arguing over their political beliefs on Facebook doesn't mean that's all that's happening. But here's what it does mean. There's a tagline in the news business that says this: if it bleeds, it leads. Because the more it bleeds, the more eyeballs we get, because we all panic and we have to pay attention to all this negative stuff. And if the world was reported and the news was reported as to what was really going on, there's a lot of incredible stuff happening in the world today. Incredible advances in science, spirituality, personal growth. And for all the tragedy, which there is a lot of tragedy, there's also a lot of good. And so you get to focus on and choose what you want to pay attention to and what you want to fill your mind with. Because what you fill your mind with is what you're going to see. And we can get into a hypnosis around this negative cycle that we see on social media and with the news. So I'm not anti-news or anti-social media, but I am for you filling your brain, filling your mind with amazing content. And then what do we want to do? Well, we don't want to just sit around and just read stuff all day. We want to take the ahas and the breakthroughs and put them into action, right? A lot of people think that if I have an aha moment, I'm done. But if you have an aha moment, that is the beginning of the work. And so if you really want to silence the negative voices in your mind, take the aha moments, take the breakthroughs, take these spiritual and existential insights that you're having and put them into practice. Start serving other people, start helping other people, start the blog, start the business, start or end the relationship. Do the thing that you know that you have to do so you don't feel so stuck. Because one of the other reasons why we feel stuck in those negative voices is it's just easy to be there. It's so much easier to stay stuck in negativity than it is to have the courage to go out there and really get after what we want. So that would be my advice for you. Set some boundaries with the news, set some boundaries with your social media. Fill your mind with inspiring information consistently. I have an hour of cardio that I do every day, and while I'm doing that, I fill my mind with inspiring content. I don't just pay attention to the news. I'm aware of what's happening, but I fill my mind. I'm trying to read a book a week. Fill your mind with inspiring content and then get out there and put it into action. Because remember, if we don't put it in action, what do we call that? If you're new, then this will be a new term for you, or maybe you've heard me say this before. If you just read the books and you don't take action, we call that spiritual entertainment. And spiritual entertainment will create resentment if that's all you do. So we need to take spiritual entertainment and turn it into courageous action. And when you make that shift, everything changes. So in the comments below, let me know, how are you going to set boundaries with the news, with social media? Are you going to download the Self-Control app? How are you going to fill your mind with inspiring content and look for the good that's happening in the world? And then how are you going to take all of that and put it into right action and courageous action in your life, so that you're not just sitting around reading a bunch of books but not taking any action? It's embodied in your life. I would love to know in the comments below. And if this video has served you, or if it's created an aha moment for you, I would love for you to pass this on to someone that you know. Feel free to send this link. You could change their life with one click of a button, and I think that's pretty cool. Or if you're watching this video over on YouTube or over on Facebook, I'm going to invite you to come on over to mastenandkip.com and join our community. Come on over and leave a comment and really, immerse yourself in this information. We send out a lot of beautiful free training through our email, through our newsletter process that we don't put out into social media. So I'd love for you to come on over to mastenandkip.com as well. And most importantly, and as always here at Power and Purpose TV, my great wish for you is to get out there, take action, and make it real. We'll see you next week.